It's a family.
The family.
Family. Sometimes it is shelter from the storm. Sometimes it is the storm itself.
These immortal words from Tommy Shelby perfectly show the complexity of family in Peaky Blinders. As you prepare for The Immortal Man on Netflix on the 20th of March, here's a look at the Shelby family tree to remind ourselves of the past, present and future of Birmingham's most formidable family. Be warned, there are spoilers ahead for seasons 1 to 6 of Peaky Blinders. Arthur Shelby Sr. is the absent patriarch of the Shelby family. After abandoning his children, his younger sister Polly took on a parental role in the lives of Thomas, Arthur Jr., John, Ada and Finn.
This whole bloody enterprise was women's business while you boys were away at war. What's changed?
Arthur Sr. died after sustaining a gunshot wound outside of a bar, with few of his family mourning his loss. Polly herself had 2 children who were removed from her care when her daughter Anna was only 2 and her son Michael was 5. Anna was adopted to a family in Australia and died before Polly could attempt to reunite with her. Her son Michael, however, was still in the country, and after a visit from Tommy when Michael was 17, he accepted his offer to return to Birmingham and reconnect with his mother and, subsequently, his Peaky roots.
Got about 1 million questions.
So do I.
Polly eventually allowed Michael to help the family business as an accountant, but this only served to nurture an ambition to invest in the less legal side of the business. That ambition eventually saw him plan to expand the Shelby operations to America with the help of his wife Gina. And after Polly is killed by the IRA, he finally turned against Tommy for good, with Michael dying after a failed attempt to kill him.
She'll visit me no more.
When we first meet John, he already has 4 children with his first wife, Martha. He then marries Esme and has 3 more children, with the marriage itself being set up by Tommy, with the aim of strengthening the Shelby's relationship with the Lees, a Romany family that the Peaky Blinders had been feuding with, until the union brought peace to the conflict. The Shelby family has no shortage of feuds, however, and when a vengeful Italian mobster, Luca Changretta, comes to England to settle the score after the Peaky Blinders kill his father and brother, they appear at John's cottage and he's murdered. After Ada falls pregnant with the child of Tommy's former comrade and ex-friend, Freddie Thorne, Tommy puts their differences aside.
The only difference between you and me, Freddie, is that sometimes my horses stand a chance of winning.
Freddie sadly dies of the flu pandemic, leaving Ada alone in raising their son, Carl. She has a second child, Elizabeth, with Army intelligence officer Ben Younger, who dies in a car bomb explosion planted to prevent him from spreading information given to him by Tommy Shelby. Despite a turbulent relationship with not just her siblings, but the Shelby name as a whole, she plays an active role in the Shelby family business and tries to give her son Carl a good upbringing amongst the chaos.
You can't say things like that.
Arthur Shelby Jr. struggles with drug addiction and later marries Linda, a devout Christian, who helps him stay on the straight and narrow for a time. She eventually leaves him when he returns to his depraved ways, which she confronts him on, but this confrontation results in her being shot non-fatally by Polly. Despite being the eldest Shelby, he is not the leader of the Peaky Blinders. That honour, if you can truly call it that, falls to the second-born son, Thomas Shelby.
I think. So that you don't have to.
Tommy's first wife, the woman who continues to haunt his memories long after she dies in an assassination attempt on Tommy himself, is Grace, a spy turned soulmate. Together they have 1 son, Charles. Tommy's second wife is Lizzie Stark, and together they had a daughter, Ruby.
Ruby Shelby.
Who died of tuberculosis, or consumption as it was called back then. Despite being a steadfast companion to Tommy, Lizzie eventually has enough of the adultery and neglect and leaves him, taking Tommy's son Charles with her.
Where will you go?
Tommy has 1 other son, however, with an ex-lover by the name of Zelda, who he met before leaving to fight in the war.
Here's yours.
Duke Shelby is Tommy's eldest son and comes into Tommy's life when he's 18. The gravitational pull of the Peaky Blinders name is as strong as ever, and Duke also becomes tangled in the dubious business of his newfound family.
I'll tell him Tommy Shelby can offer a man
Far, far more than big wheels and carousels.
When youngest son of the Shelby family, Finn, who is now married to Mary, becomes embroiled in the business himself, he reveals himself to be of questionable integrity. Duke facilitates a test to see whether Finn will be loyal to his family or to a friend who is discovered to have double-crossed them. Finn turns the gun instead on Duke. Duke disarms Finn, shoots his friend, and Finn is banished from the family.
You are no longer a member of this Shelby family.
Duke Shelby, despite displaying a hesitancy at being involved in the dark side of the Peaky Blinders, seems to have been forced into the shadows.
By order of the Peaky fucking Blinders.
To find out what the future holds for the Shelby family, you'll have to watch Peaky Blinders: The Immortal Man on Netflix on 20th of March.